Good evening and welcome to Cavantv, part of Irish Web TV. We're here in our fantastic studios in Drummondley and we'd like to thank Positive Age for that, and also a big thank you to Sarah for our broadband. Well, as we said earlier in the week, we were making a promise that we will bring you things art, and that's exactly what we're doing again this evening. My two guests in this evening in the studio is Bob Gilbert and Ánne O'Donoghue. Good evening, folk.
Good evening.
And ye are members, and actually I've got titles, and ye are members of Cavan Older People's Council.
That's right.
You're the chairperson, Ánne?
No, Bob's the chairperson, I'm the PRO.
Oh, okay, so you're the PRO and Bob's the chairperson.
That's correct.
And of course we know that people in Cavan Older People's Council are always very busy with their projects. Now you have another project, and you are going to have a book launched quite soon, and it's called Lost Landmarks, and it's by the author. It's compiled, but it's going to be given out under the guise of the author Anthony J. Quinn.
Exactly.
Now,
that's correct.
Please tell me about Lost Landscapes, Bob.
Well, it's a collection of writings from 6 different people who were writing about their childhood. And the idea came from some writing workshops that were held by the Cavan Older People's Council and facilitated by Anthony J. Quinn, who is the writer in residence in Cavan Arts Office, Cavan County Council, last year. And he suggested that we write about things that we remember from our youth. Bringing in the, I suppose, the landscapes and landmarks of that we remembered from our youth, and quite a number of, there were 6 of us who persevered with it.
Tell us who they were.
Well, there was Ánne O'Donoghue,
who's no stranger to writing.
Stranger to writing, and she has, I think, 6. Articles in this booklet. Brian McDermott from Belturbet, who's member of is actually the vice chair of the Older People's Council. There's Mary Farrell. Mary is also very artistic. 2 people we met who weren't members of the Older People's Council but are in that category. Eugene Smith from Lavey and Olga Maughan, who I'm not sure exactly where she's from.
No, I think she's from Amsterdam.
Yeah, she's been living in Cavan for a long time.
40 years or something.
She's definitely not Irish.
So the idea was, Bob, that you wrote your stories, and then Anne decided, well, what are we going to do with the stories?
Exactly, yeah. I'm when I do something, when I go to something, I like to see an end product. So, because it makes the people interested in making them continue the story and write the story. No point of going home and then forgetting about it, but if they have an aim or a goal to continue. So anyway, Anthony J. Quinn said to us, if we'd all write the stories, he gave us a few ideas to write whatever we wanted from childhood memories. And he said he got word from the Arts Office, which was brilliant, that we could compile the book, and he compiled the book with all our stories in it. And then you can download the Kindle app for 7 pence at the minute on Kindle, which is brilliant, 7 pence, which is probably €1. And he said also that he's going to have a launch of the book maybe the end of October or the beginning of November. And we'll read out some of our stories, parts of the stories, and he also wrote a book himself. So we said we'd do the 2 launches, the 1 launch to 2 nights.
It'll be a virtual launch, won't
yes,
it?
Yeah. So it was really, when I was thinking of what am I going to write, I can't write past, because to me the memories are too hard. They're very emotional, and it brought tears to my eyes, and I was wondering what I wrote about. But I managed to write a few stories anyway, and about my grandparents and about where I lived, and I really enjoyed it. I really did, because I'm not really a short story person, so it was really interesting, and I'm delighted with it now.
Did he give you kind of like structure and how to write a short story? You got that from the workshops that you did?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, he I suppose he gave us examples of short stories and from different writings, and they were They were excellent. They were excellent short stories. And I think also mustn't forget to mention that this is all sponsored by the Arts Office in Cavan. And we have to thank Katrina for all her support.
Yes, indeed.
And tell me the time frame that it took you to do this, and like how long did it take you to do this, and when did you start the project and when did you finish?
We actually nearly only started in January, and we were lucky.
So this is a COVID book?
Yeah, no, well, no,
It's
really.
not about COVID, but I mean
because,
the time.
I missed the last couple of sessions because I was very ill in the beginning of January. So we'd actually started some of it before Christmas.
Yeah, and then we continued in January and finished probably the end of February.
Yeah.
We just
you
finished.
just cut it, you just got it in
before
time.
COVID,
Okay.
yeah. Because otherwise I don't think anybody would have continued the stories because people go their own ways.
Yeah.
So actually I was delighted when he said he had it compiled, and then we had to write just about a month ago.
A bio on each other.
Yeah, a little piece. Two paragraphs only, he said. I thought that was funny. So it was hard to get it all into two paragraphs. So as soon as he got that, he had it online on Kindle the next day, really.
It's amazing, yeah.
So we sent us the link, and it was a bit exciting because, like, it's just great. The Old People's Council are full of ideas, and unfortunately, I wish we could do another show or do another project, but I know we could.
Just to stop you there, Anne, you yourself, you are an award-winning photographer, painter, you're a writer, you have poetry as well, you're everything wrapped up into one there, and you've got books, you've published all your books. How many books have you done now?
3. This would be the 4th bit of them.
That you've been involved in. That's amazing. Talk about doing stuff.
Oh no, I don't think that at all. I'm just an ordinary person.
Just go and do it. Of course, you're just ordinary.
I'm just an ordinary person. I'm not anybody. I'm nobody. You know.
But there's so many, like, I'm glad you said that and made that point, because there are so many people out there who are ordinary people, but they secretly would love to do something like that. Like, like get their writings down and get their stories down, like, because there's a book in every one of us.
I know that.
We don't all write the book.
Exactly.
But some of us wish we did. But so maybe your example, or you're giving inspiration to somebody, but just saying I'm a normal person and I can do it.
I am a very normal, very quiet and reserved. If someone asks me to do something, I do it. I've loads of ideas, and I'd be embarrassed sometimes because my boys will slag me, But like, I love doing it. I mean, you only live once. If you don't do it now, when are you going to do it? Like, just when you have something to encourage you, like Anthony J. Quinn encouraging you to write the stories, it was brilliant.
So do you think, Bob, that perhaps the Old Persons Council does that kind of thing, like encourage people to do different things? I know you've got shows, and you had what was the last thing you were involved in?
Yeah, we did the show. We got to the All Ireland.
You had a play.
Yeah, we had a play.
That was amazing.
And we wrote all this.
You wrote the script.
Scripts
ourselves. You were script writers for it, or you were the playwrights for it.
That's right.
So this is doing stuff. Ordinary people doing stuff.
Yeah, and ordinary people do extraordinary things.
Yes, when they have to. Yeah.
And I suppose that was brought out during the pandemic. The amount of ordinary people who did extraordinary things, who helped people, who did so much for people, and I think also. The pandemic, while it was, it was terrible and all of that, but I think it made people realise some potential that they didn't realise they had before then. I know I started writing poetry during the pandemic, and I'm ready to publish a book of poetry now.
That's brilliant.
There's all. I mean, I've heard of people who, in their 60s, who have started running again. Who maybe haven't run for 20 years, and have taken up running. So while it was terrible for some people, it was a blessing in disguise.
Exactly. Yeah. But you have to entertain yourself. You have to think outside the box.
Yes.
Every day you have to stick to a structure. Try and have a structure now during COVID. Like, it's very important for your mental health.
I was just going to say that
yes.
we don't know the effect that the lockdown and the COVID virus, we don't know on our mental health. And folk, as you know, each and every one of us has mental health, has mental health. Not issues, but we all have mental health, and whether it be good or whether it be not so good, we have to look after our mental health. And that's exactly, and I think that's exactly, you're putting it out there, and I'm getting that feeling from you that this is a kind of like mindfulness. It's good and it's positive.
Whatever it's mindfulness to you, do it. Whether it's going for a walk, ringing your friend every day, having a bit of chat and a bit of a giggle. I mean, I started going to Mass now every morning. And do you know why I'm going to Mass every morning? I'm going to Mass because I feel alive again, because I'm among people and I have a little chat with I'm among human beings. And I'm seeing people that I haven't seen in ages. And wonderful. I feel alive again. Wonderful. And a simple thing like that.
Okay.
I mean, like the simplest things can make you happy.
Well, you're great, the two of you.
The great thing I think about all the people's councils, not just ours but all over the country, is that the positivity that is there. I mean, I'm a member of the national network of all the people's councils, and I meet people from all the people's councils all over the country. And the positivity, you can feel the positivity. There's no sense of negativity at all. It's all, you know, we have this dream, we're going to live this dream, you know.
Well, I feel that from you each time I talk to you about your projects. You live your projects and you put them out there, and it's a dream come true. It's a dream come true by ordinary people. Once again, we'll mention the book, and it's called Lost Landscapes, and it's by Lost Landmarks. Lost Landmarks, and the author is, with your stories in it, is Anthony J. Quinn, the previous writer.
And you can download it on Kindle app.
Just one more time, Anne, tell folk where they can get it or how they can get it.
You can download the app on Kindle, and for 7 pence, which probably be €1, and you can read the whole book.
Can somebody buy the book yet? Not at the launch?
No, it's not.
You can download.
It's not printed yet.
It's not printed.
No, the book. You can download the app at the moment, and lots of people have, because they send me messages said they brought them back memories of their childhood, and they were delighted, saying that another thing is that they'll be able to use it for Christmas, little in the stocking, presents people. And then the book form will be coming out in end of October, November. We'll have to get a date yet, but we'll let you know the date for that. There will be a launch, and we'll be reading out some of our stories, and we're really looking forward to that, because there's something.
We're looking forward to that too here in Cavantv.
Good.
We're looking forward to that too. I'd like to say thank you so much for taking your time, coming in and telling us about your project this evening. To Ánne Donoghue and to Bob Gilbert, part of the Cavan Older People's Council. Well done, and again, thank you for your positivity and making dreams come true by ordinary people. Thank you.
Thank you,
Ánne. Thank you very much.